This video series covers the basics of working with our Central software suite. If you don't have Central up and running yet, you may want to check out our Getting Started video for more information. This tutorial will cover two modules, Single Neural Channel and Spike Panel. The Single Neural Channel view lets you look at a given channel in detail by showing you all of the incoming data streams for the channel. Single Neural Channel view, like many other windows in Central, can be accessed from a number of locations, but we will open it from the main Central panel here. You can see that I have some beautiful simulated data here. This is the Single Neural Channel view, and it's divided into three panels. On the left side, we have the strip chart. On the bottom, we have our continuous data. And the center panel is the waveform view. So the strip chart shows us the high-pass filtered continuous signal as it is filtered for high-frequency spike extraction. The high-frequency spikes must cross our threshold, represented by the red line, to be counted as spikes. While this threshold can be adjusted in hardware properties, it can also be adjusted on the fly using the slider here. The spikes that cross the threshold are shown in the waveform view to the right. At the moment, it is displaying the last 100 spikes, but this can be changed using the drop-down menu near the top of the panel. The window can also be manually cleared of previous spikes using the clear button. In addition to the spike data stream, this window also shows continuous data. The filtered continuous data is shown at the bottom of the window. Directly below the continuous data is a raster plot with small ticks to indicate waveform positions relative to the continuous data. The other tab here, raw /LNC, shows the subtracted waveform generated by line noise cancellation if it is enabled. For both the continuous and spike signals, the visual scale can be adjusted using the sliders on the right side. To quickly navigate between the neural signal channels, use the drop-down menu or the small arrow buttons on the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Finally, the last button that we'll talk about here opens the Hardware Properties dialog, the same one that we've seen in previous tutorials. That said, there are a number of hardware properties that we might want to quickly access while using the Single Neural Channel view. To do this, we can make so that some of these hardware properties are available on this window by going to the main Central panel, clicking Tools, Options, and selecting Configuration Properties on Window. Now, when we open up Single Neural Channel again, we can see that some hardware properties are immediately available here. Additional view options in Single Neural Channel allow you to perform online spike sorting or adjust the look of the window. These will be covered in later tutorials, so we'll move on to Spike Panel for now. Spike Panel can also be accessed from the main Central panel. Spike Panel shows an overview of each channel's spike data streams in a grid. I am recording 128 channels of data using a Seraplex E with our neural signal simulator here, so all 128 boxes are showing similar signal. When I select a channel in Spike Panel, it gains a yellow border to show that it is the currently selected channel. Double-clicking the channel will open directly to Single Neural Channel, but we just came from there, so we'll go ahead and close this. Moving the slider adjusts the visual scale of the currently selected channel, just as it did in Single Neural Channel. Selecting multiple channels allows me to perform the same operation on all of them at once. Options up to this point have affected selected channels. Other options that affect the whole panel include the text size adjustment and the frequency at which the windows refresh. The remainder of these icons deal with map files, which allow us to customize the layout of the spike panel. But these are dealt with in our tutorial, working with Blackrock's map files. So we will wrap this one up for now. This lesson covered the basic use of Single Neural Channel, which allows one to take a close look at the data on a given channel, and Spike Panel, which gives us an overview of the spike data available for each channel. Thank you again for joining us today for this tutorial. Be sure to check out our additional videos on other Central modules, and for additional information on any of our products, manuals can be found at www.blackrockmicro.com.